All right, Mal, we're good to go.
Good to go. So, so what? Any feedback? Anybody have any feedback, or anybody have any questions, or anything that I confused you with, which I can do.
How did it go for everybody?
Now, I love having such a clean, precise script. When you sit down and talk with people, what are some of the very key points that you get? And I'm assuming it comes from the answers to your questions.
When I sit down with them after we've made an appointment.
Yes.
So the number one thing that I do with people is the number one thing that I want to do is establish what is it they want. People build a business like this for a dream. They build it for a reason, a purpose, something that's emotional, something that's important to them. So the whole essence of this is not to find out whether they think the technology is clever. When I sit down with somebody, the question I'm going to ask people is, what is it you want? What is it you want in your life that you can't get doing what you're doing? Because if they can get what they want doing what they're doing, they don't need to build this. Look, if I was worth $200 million, I wouldn't build in a sea of business. Much as I love the business, I love the people, I love the technology, but I probably wouldn't have a reason to build it. Most people that come to this, they haven't got that. They haven't got the life that they want. The essence of our business is to establish, for me, one of the biggest keys was freedom. To have the money to enjoy the time and the time to enjoy the money. And it's an uncommon freedom when you build a business like this properly, to have that gift of freedom for me. But what I want to do when I sit down with somebody is to find out, and it's not an easy question to answer. What is it you want? Most people are very clear on what they don't want, but you really have to think and drill and think. And, people say to me sometimes, I can't find a dream. I said, you must. You have to look for it. You have to search for it. You have to physically either go looking or create a dream. So I spend a lot of my time dream building, but that's the number one thing. I'm digressing, Peg, but you know what I'm like. But that's the number one thing. My role in sitting down with you is not for me. It's to find out what you want. And I oftentimes, and I don't mean to do this, I'll have people cry. Because what I'm doing is I'm digging into their heart. Like, what is it you're prepared to fight for? The essence of building a bigger SEA business is it's the dream and then it's the fear. All of us on this call, we're scared. We're scared of what people think. We're scared of failing. We're scared of success. Every one of us is an abundance of fear. And the only thing that overcomes that fear is a dream that's strong enough. And when you get on the phones constantly and you end up talking to all of what I call the interesting people, you know what I mean? Interesting people. When you deal with those constantly, your brain will ask you, what on earth are you doing this for, Mal? Why are you doing this? And sometimes when you get to a certain level of success or income, your brain will ask that more often, because it'll say to you, do you really need to be talking to these interesting people anymore? And the answer to that question is yes, if you have a bigger dream, and no, if you don't have a bigger dream. So the whole process of our business is for you and I to find a bigger dream than our fear. One will win, and it depends on which one you're feeding. So the fear wolf, the dream wolf. If you're constantly feeding the fear, then that's going to win. That will overwhelm your life. And I've lived through that. I understand that. If you can learn to focus your attention on your dream, what it is you want, what you want in your life, Proctor says, create a movie in your life of how does that look? One of my dreams I witnessed last night in Cindy and Bo Buck's living room. Watch the snow falling, a log fire, stone fireplace, with a glass of red wine in my hand. That was like a dream, but I want to have that more often. That's a big part of a dream for me, but it's emotional. So if somebody says, oh, I need a new washing machine, Mal, that's not a dream. That's not it. It'll be freedom. It'll be a legacy for their children. It'll be the win. If you've lost everything like I did, it'll be the win, something emotional to them. So that's the most important. The how part's irrelevant. We can teach them that, but the how always surrenders to the why. It's the why that's important. Long-winded answer, hey.
Hey.
It may be important. I hope it's important.
Yes, thank you.
We had one of the greatest networkers, I won't say his name, one of the greatest networkers that I've ever had the privilege of being coached by or working with, albeit indirectly. And this man would say the 10 most important parts of building a business like this. Number one is the dream. Number 2 is the dream. Number 3 is the dream. Number 4 is the dream. Now, this man, when his life ended, was a billionaire from this industry, a billionaire. So he knew how to build this. This is about people. This is about helping people accomplish what they want, not what I want, what they want. As Zig Ziglar says, you help enough other people get what they want and invest into their lives, invest to help them. Get on the phone. I do a lot of calls with people. You help enough other people get what they want, you'll get everything you want. And you have to take the eyes off you. People that build this selfishly, they don't go far. I've witnessed that. People that just want to build it for themselves. Of course, we want to build it for ourselves. But the way that we do that is to go out, reach out and help other people. You help enough other people get what they want, work with them, have relationships with them. So the process is numbers, and then it's about relationship. You can't have a relationship with everybody. It's too many people. But you develop relationships with your key people. So it's numbers, then it's relationships. And then you help those people to accomplish what it is they want over a period of time. And some are slower than others. You've got to be patient with people. We're not driving them. I don't get the whip out and beat anybody. I'm going to help them at their pace. Any other questions? That was kind of a long. I kind of wander off.
Harrison, did you want to say something?
Lee Button?
I thought Harrison unmuted himself. I thought he wanted to say something. Oh, we can't hear you, Harrison. You're unmuted, but your lips are moving and there's no volume. Nope. Okay, technical difficulties. Anybody else before we wrap it up this morning?
No, this is very good, Mel. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we got lots to do today then. Monday, let's start off the week strong. And you know what? By Friday, let's get those people to make a decision. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
Val.
Thanks
so much.
Mel.
Thanks, Cindy. See you guys.
Bye. Bye, everyone.